Oh, nah. Bruv, dig it all up, bruv. Excavate the whole thing, fam. That might be the turning point for United season. What do you think of that?
You should never be the guy that says that about yourself.
No, real talk.
Before that, we're going to talk about Gravenberch's miss, or we not really have anything to say about it.
Gabriel is probably second best or top two centre back.
What is happening? What is going on, man? Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're listening, welcome to another episode of podcast Pundits. I am your host today, De La Strada, the man of many club faces. As usual, before I get into the podcast, let me know where you can find us. You can find us on all major platforms, all streaming platforms. That's Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud. You can interact with us on social media. That's TikTok, Instagram, and X. Yes, on these platforms, guys, if you can like and subscribe, that would be appreciated. Let me start and introduce the panel, starting from my left, Joey.
Yo, it's your boy Joey Nomadic, Liverpool #1 supporter, #2 supporter. Hold out your boy.
Next up, Miles.
Yo, Marley Marl, G's the General. Man United support today. Crystal Palace support on the weekends.
I respect that. Dre Man's not with us. He's globetrotting, and we are waiting for Strives, who will be joining us very, 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 very shortly. As we do, let's start with United.
All right, okay. We're going to go for the Liverpool game.
Yeah,
okay.
same, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just rubbing my eyes.
Oh, you was ready to go, yeah.
Thinking, shit, I ain't got nothing.
So, yeah, cool. So, 2 late goals by McTominay obviously got you the lucky escape. But
Man like Highlander. Was Highlander Scottish?
yeah.
Yeah. Apparently.
Man like Highlander.
Accent.
Scotty Highlander. Done no.
But obviously we have to start from where the game started, and then there's no other place to start but Mr. Oh, nah. So yeah, talk to us, man. How come he keeps on being in the spotlight? And what can he do to come out of it?
Listen, I think the juju at United is strong right now still. Whatever Pogba and his brother was up to in that Old Trafford Stadium, boy, it's still... There's still a remnants of it.
You need to dig up the whole ground.
Bruv, dig it all up, bruv. Excavate the whole thing, fam.
Yeah, it's mad, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know for Ronaldo, man. I mean, you know, everyone was a bit skeptical about him. Obviously from his previous games. That's carried over into this latest outing. I just don't know if he's good.
If he's good but when Aki's after 8 games, because you were pro the signing, right?
I was pro the signing.
Did you see him beforehand?
Did you know why I was pro the signing though? I was pro the signing because
he can play with his feet.
Yeah, he does kick ups under pressure, and it's amazing.
And that was necessary for United. I think
it was
necessary.
But when you look at it now,
theoretically,
yeah,
it was necessary because I haven't seen anything that says that it was necessary now from that Man United. But in terms of what ETH was saying,
yeah, somebody
who can play from the back was important. Now the way they're playing, it doesn't look like it's important at all.
Yeah, 100%. Like we haven't seen the value of Onana in the team. Like for what he was brought in to do. He was going to press high up the pitch. He's going to be picking people out with his his distribution. Like all that stuff, we're not seeing. So at the minute, David De Gea could easily be in goal.
Exactly.
Because he's doing exactly the same thing.
But so why do you think you've not seen it?
Our backline is in tatters right now as well. I need to highlight that. I think the whole backline could be replaced. That's where I'm at right now. And it's been I've been very reluctant to get to that final conclusion. But I genuinely think I don't think Delo's good enough. I think Varane's past it now.
Yeah.
Obviously Maguire's Maguire. Johnny Evans is Johnny Evans. Like these guys, they're not the future of Manchester United as far as I'm concerned. Obviously
Martinez.
Martinez is probably the only guy that will stay. He's probably the only guy that I would actually keep. But the rest of the back line, I genuinely think they could all be replaced. I think the marketing team within Man United, and this has been said, and I feel like I'm regurgitating stuff that's already been said, but genuinely, I don't think the players at Manchester United are as good as the marketing team and the fans would have you believe, and that's genuine. I think for the most part, we're pretty average, man.
I said that to you.
Yeah, you did. You did
listen. To
obviously, I put up a fight.
Yeah. No, but what I would say to that, I think it's that, but it's also if you see Raya yesterday in the first half of the game, I don't think he had that many options to give the ball to.
Who, Raya?
Yeah, in terms of his like distribution and his long passing, because Nketiah was there, but pointless. Who else was up? Trossard wasn't.
Trossard and
they were getting
Jesus.
change out of those guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in terms of long passing, and that's what Raya is good at. And I think it's the same thing at Man United as well. So we'll see that he's came there to distribute the ball from the back. He's completed probably the least in the league. Long balls in it, and
it's not good.
Bro, like obviously Højlund's there now, and it's a bit better to get the ball to, but Rashford wasn't. Yeah, it was long. It was long getting into Anthony as well, man. So I think there's that, and then obviously on top of what Marley's saying about the defense, and but it's also him.
Yeah, but
it's also very much him.
Yeah,
but when you talk about the distribution, but isn't he? What was De Gea's distribution like? Long balls, not playing with.
It's about as good as Arno has been so far. Do you know what I mean?
But theoretically, it was.
It wasn't good. But where obviously his shortfalls were in his distribution, like shot stopping. He kind of made up for it somewhat. Yeah. And Onana right now, you're not seeing the value of his distribution, and his shot stopping is sus, bruv.
Did you hear what Peter Schmeichel said?
Go on.
He said that
was it racist? Because this is probably the only time I would accept racism, bruv. What did you say?
He said Onana doesn't dive; he just falls on the floor.
No, that's accurate, bruv. That's accurate. Like he's a real.
What are you saying? He plays like a women's goalkeeper. Concrete.
Do you know what?
It's like a concrete, bro.
Do you know what, bro? He's for the most part, yeah. I feel like, and I don't want this to be about Onana like a session of just like bashing, but not Onana. Pause. But he's pretty sus, bro. He doesn't actually look like a good keeper. Like in terms of it, like he's good at making reactional saves. Like people point to the Champions League final when he kept Haaland out, blah blah blah, with a couple of reactional saves. But I feel like most keepers should be making saves like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like in terms of like
coming out and making yourself big.
Yeah, like it's. I expect you to save those. It's like you kind of earn your wages, but when you're doing like the spectacular, like Raya in his first game, like that save he saved he made.
Yeah, Ramsdale would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, no, Ramsdale would have saved that. Yeah.
Ramsdale, he does good reaction saves, but then his concentration just goes.
Yeah,
and then
I agree with that.
He'll like scare everybody, but he won't concede.
I agree with that. I've not seen anything spectacular with Onana at the minute, and that's an issue.
So overall, would you say when you look at it on a balance of scale, you've not leveled up from David De Gea?
No, I wouldn't say so. And he's also still available. So I mean, hey,
but he ain't gonna come out the way you guys treated him. No way.
Well, boy, he's trying to.
I don't think he's trying. I think he's just happy to sit at home with his family.
Yeah, I'm playing.
And you can't do what you want to do as a manager. Does that kind of mean you're building your team around De Gea?
If we get De Gea back, did you say?
Like if you had having De Gea, just the fact that you're limited to what kind of football you can play.
Yeah, I would say so. But also, I guess
you now need to build your team to compensate for that.
Yeah, I agree with that. But yeah, I mean, doubling back and getting De Gea back wouldn't make any sense. That's obviously tongue in cheek.
So has he done the right thing then in getting Onana? Is my point, because like if he didn't get Onana, then he technically would have had to build his defense to be one that can handle the fact that he can't play out long or he can't play intricate football. Yeah,
I mean, it just depends on the approach and how ruthless he is. Because I would say if it was Arteta and Pep, you would know that regardless of if I've just bought this player, if he's not fulfilling the need of the team, he's going to get replaced. And I'd like to think 10 doesn't show the loyalty that the blind loyalty that the newspapers might suggest that he has
for Onana.
For Onana, yeah.
I just think is that his goalkeeper, the other goal, he probably just doesn't rate the other goalkeeper who's got.
Yeah, do you remember what I said? I think I said it last
from
week.
Turkey.
Yeah. Like he might be good, but
to be fair, he might put him in the next game. I'll be interested to see if he puts him in.
I think it's getting to the point where he has no choice.
Yeah,
because he's just doing so bad.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think I said it 2 weeks ago. They press asked him, why didn't he play your second goalkeeper in the Carling Cup? And he said no, because Onana's his number one, and he's not as new to the Premiership. He needs to give him as much time, as much game as possible.
That's true.
So I don't see him taking Onana out now.
Yeah.
For a Prem game. If it's for a Carabao Cup, yeah, it may play your second keeper, but
should he should technically give him that time, because that's what we've been saying about that. Sancho should get 10 games on a run out and all of this other stuff. So players that you have time for, you want to give them time. It just so happens that it's probably one of the most important positions on the pitch.
You can't make mistakes. You just generally can't make mistakes. And I thought, how many games has he played? What, probably like 8, 9,
7
10
in the Premier League, I guess. And
probably at least 10.
Yeah, let's say about 10. And we've seen a fair amount of howlers, not howlers. We've seen a couple of howlers already, and that's enough already. But we've seen
soft wrist, weak wrist.
We've seen goals that have gone in that might look like mistakes. I think about Anderson's for Palace, the volley that he scored. Like, bruv, what's going on, bruv? Like, you should be saving those. That
he just does that jump in the air, and
like it's theatrical. I want it to look good, but I don't think I'm gonna get it anyway. I want it I don't know.
I think that's African in him, to be fair.
No, 100%. It's very AFCON.
They like to put on the show the goalkeepers, and I fuck with it so much.
Right. Let's move on away from Onana and obviously McTominay. And funny enough, I think Drayman, he was questioning why McTominay plays in your team sometimes, but obviously he came to the rescue. So, but at the end of the game, Ten Hag said that might be the turning point for United season. What do you think of that?
You should never be the guy that says that about yourself.
Real talk.
You should never be the guy that says this is the turning point.
Yeah, he said he hopes this is the turning point of the season.
Guy speaks, the more I think this guy's a fucking bum, bro. I swear to God.
No, what I mean, to that point, what I would say is that we're not as bad as our results suggest. So that might
will say you're worse than what your results suggest, because some games shouldn't have won.
We've been playing badly, but if you compare it to obviously what you saw last season, you know that there's the ability to play
better,
somewhat decent kind of thing, innit? Like I would like to think that moving forward we do start picking up results and convincing results, because a lot of the results we've got this season have been like, oh right, like United are kind of scraping through. Even the weekend, bruv. I mean, we had a lot of possession, but to me, like, it needs to be possession with purpose. And a lot of the time, United have the ball, it's just like sideways. Like, is there an intention to go forward? And that's why people, like a lot of United fans, like value Fernandes, because Fernandes is a player that go on the pitch and he will.
But I think that's an excuse, though, man.
It's not an excuse. He's probably the only one that is willing to try something. Him and Eriksen, but obviously Eriksen's hardly playing these days.
But my thing with when people say that, when Eriksen tries what he tries, does he complete more of those type of passes than Bruno does?
Eriksen loses a lot. Loses the ball. Yeah, he loses the ball a lot. I remember seeing that at Brentford and Tottenham and thinking, wow, like players like Bruno. Well, obviously he wasn't there at the time, but I remember used to think like people get onto Bruno for like taking risk and losing the ball, but you look at Eriksen and he's doing exactly the same thing, but he's doing it a little bit more cleaner.
You never used to lose it that much at Tottenham and Brentford, though.
He did, you know.
Okay.
Maybe not Tottenham.
He did, bro.
At Tottenham?
Yeah, he did, bro. Because I remember, I always used to think, like, why do people not get onto to him? And then Pogba was the example. Yeah. Because Pogba used to lose the ball bare. But naturally, there's this obviously just a natural hate for United.
Are you okay with that?
What's that?
How much he loses the ball?
Depending on where they lose the ball, fine. If you lose it in the final third, like,
but where does he lose it the majority of the time?
He's doing a lot of defending. He runs back. That's probably the one.
Remember, I've been saying that.
Yeah, no, that's probably the one gripe that I do have with Bruno that I understand. Like, he is he's too committed, and I feel like he lacks the discipline.
It's called being childish, bro.
Okay, let's summarize it like that. He's a little bit childish. Like, he runs around. Yeah, he runs around the pitch a lot, and he's often out of what I might deem as being his position.
So, do you think if he was under a different manager who makes him
like Pep?
Yeah, do you think he'll be different? Or do you think Pep will stand for this? How many times you lose the ball?
I'm glad you gave that as an option.
I think so. Do you know why I think so?
Pep will have that?
Because Pep would say, this is your area. Like on all this running around that he's doing, all this. I'm going to go left back for a minute. I'm going to play right back because that's where the ball's often. Like that's not happening. Like so, Pep would say stay in this area. So the balls he's playing and in his ability to operate, it's more limited.
So and I don't want to keep on going back to this place, but shouldn't your manager be doing better with that then?
No, because. Surely it means that these guys are going in and your manager's not telling them anything. He's saying,
either that or your
manager's not good enough. And I've said that because Mason Mount goes out there and he looks like he's just, inshallah.
Free roll, innit?
Yeah. But him and Bruno can't both have free rolls. So I think it's the manager.
Rolls,
so I think maybe you're right about Pep actually, Marlon, because I was being harsh. Sorry, Marley. So maybe I was being harsh about saying that he can't play for Pep, but maybe Pep can coach him into a thing.
He can if he has to do exactly what I tell you to do.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe he can't, but the fact is that he's probably just doing what he wants out there because that's what the going on in the club. And let's have it right. That's what happened at Tottenham with Kane as well.
Bruno would be amazing. For Man City, yeah.
Might be.
Haaland will get 50 league goals, bruv.
Yeah. With Bruno. Because of Bruno, not KDB?
I mean, someone creates more chances and then...
Boy.
I don't think Pep would allow that to happen.
What's that?
For Bruno to be making the passes that KDB makes. It's like, bro, just play right back.
What we're not going to do...
Turn him into Cole Lewis.
What we're not going to do is disrespect Bruno, bro. Bruno's got talent, man.
I'm not disputing his talent. I just feel like there's... he needs to do... Like Ten Hag needs to do more. Bruno needs to do more. And I think it's lazy for every single United fan or most United fans say, "Nah, he's one that's taking all the risk." Just because I'm taking all the risk doesn't mean I need to be losing the ball all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I need to be a good risk taker.
You know, at what point you say, "Big man, these risks ain't working"? I like.
But who else is gonna do it, bro? That's the problem, bro.
I think you should maybe buy someone else to do it, bro. Like if this guy's risk payout isn't good enough for.
Yeah, maybe.
But let's move on quickly. But obviously, your next game, and this is what may happen with ETH here, because he said what he said about this is the turning point, and because you got Sheffield United next year. You might beat them, and he's like, yeah, what? And then do you know who you have after Sheffield United?
I feel like it might be City.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Interesting.
So your manager needs to take time.
Well, let's have it right. That would be the greatest turning point ever. If you...
Bruv, and it's possible like that. That game usually goes.
Because
I say usually, not usually.
Game, right?
With the last one,
you won the last fixture, same fixture last year.
Yeah, wasn't that the goal that Rashford?
Offside goal.
Yeah. Big one. Yeah, we did. We got clapped in the first one, and then we won the second one.
In the seat. No, I think it was that way.
No, you won the first one.
Yeah.
You won the first one.
Okay, all right. So Haaland got a hat trick and Foden got a hat trick
in the second one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, cool. That's United. Let's move over to the. I was gonna say Merseyside, red side. I know Liverpool. Move over to Liverpool, Jules. So interesting. This is the 7th game out of 11 games that Liverpool have done what?
Drawn with Brighton.
No.
Gone behind then?
Yeah, gone behind. And of those 7 games, how many do you think you've come back to win?
So you said of the 7?
Yeah, that you've come back from behind. How many do you think you've come back to win?
6.
5.
Oh, okay.
So, any suggestion for this slow start that you guys seem to be having?
No, I think they're just going to keep on doing the same thing. And I think, you know how sometimes Pep's teams take a while to get going and then they go. I think they're just going to keep doing the same thing until they kind of like root it out.
But what is the issue?
It's just slow starting to the game and a lack of sharpness at the beginning of the game. And then they go through that period of being shell-shocked when they're getting bombarded by the attack. And then usually the cure to it is half-time. Recently we've been kind of, when it started, it was always half-time that we needed to get it. Now we've started scoring goals before the half. So even though it's bad, it is actually being weaned out statistically by the scoreline. But
does that happen at home as well?
It happens at home, and we always we know we're going to win the game though. Like every time we've gone behind at home, I've never felt like we're not going to win the game.
But doesn't it concern you?
It doesn't concern me because I think it's quite a young team. It's a new team, and I think everything we've done before, a lot of it has to go to the wayside, man. Because we're adjusting to having a new midfield. We're adjusting to trying to make Nunes work, and you know what you're getting from him, and also our defense is aging. So I feel like
how does Van Dijk?
Van Dijk is 32, I think, maybe 32. And sorry, 31, and Matip is 32.
And then what's interesting, how does Kanute?
Not Konate.
Kanate, yeah, Kanate.
Konate is like 23, I think.
23. And basically, it's
Gomez is probably about 27, 28, and I think Kwanzaa is like 19 or 20.
So from a manager's point of view, at what point do you start looking to the future and trying to bring in, what's that thing that I think someone doesn't do properly? I can't think of the word. Yeah, if you want to call it that, because obviously if your defence is aging, your centre-backs are aging actually, so you got Konate who's 23. Who's your next up in line, or do you think it's too early to bring someone else in now?
No, that's Jarrell Kwanzaa. I think if you've seen this
Kwanzaa.
guy, bro, yeah, he looks like. I think that's why that game was so important on Sunday, because they started. Sorry, not on midweek. That's why I don't care about if we win Europa League or not, but I want to see these guys playing. And he's just so clinical in there, innit? So Konate and Kwanzaa started together. So I think he's definitely got that in mind. Yeah, he's definitely got that in the back of his mind.
And speaking of midfield, McAllister, like, do you feel, obviously that's the way he's playing, he's not in natural position.
Yeah.
So do you think he should either be played further up or be a substitution and you can have a proper DM there?
I think, in me personally, yes.
What, I think have a DM and use him as a spare.
I think in that game against Brighton, we should have played with a DM.
Yeah,
we should have played with a DM. That's why we were all surprised that Endo didn't start that game, because he started midweek
and he came off.
McAllister came on because he's playing against his brother. So that's just my summarization of it. But I think Endo should have started because of the way Brighton play in it, and we need people to cut the passing lines and intercept and press the ball. But he started with McAllister, and I think he's a part of why we always start so shaky in these games, man, because like his pass completion isn't great. And
as a six, I thought he was good at passing. His passing gets overrun.
His passing is good, but I think he's not ready.
Yeah, and
he's not ready to be playing in that six, especially when all teams know that when they start against Liverpool, they got to press high and fast and try and basically do what they're doing, innit? Get that early goal. So I think he does get overwhelmed in there, and I don't think he's used to being that deep and having that much responsibility when he loses the ball.
Because it's probably someone behind him, isn't it?
Yeah. And I also think that the pass from Virgil van Dijk was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was a terrible pass, but like McAllister should be doing better. I think Alisson's positioning was terrible as well. He got a wrist to it, and my fear. If you get a wrist to it, you have to save that, bro.
So how did Alisson's position compare to Ramsdale's one? Remember when Ramsdale?
Remember, this was nothing to do with Alisson though, because we know he's a sweeper keeper, and we know he comes out and plays ball.
Yeah, Ramsdale's one wasn't his fault.
Didn't he do the direct pass?
No. So someone done. I think I can't remember. Someone done a pass, so he was already.
Oh yeah, then it's not his fault. If you passed it, did he pass to somebody under pressure?
No. I think someone done a back pass. Saka done a bad back pass.
Yeah.
I can't think so.
Yeah, it was a bad back pass from Saka.
And then Ramsdale was already out of his goal, so he tried to run back.
Oh, okay.
And then the player tried to. I think he tried to chip him, but he did.
If your mistake isn't the pass or the part you haven't given it to somebody under pressure, then it's not your fault. In this case, that's exactly what happened. He gave it to Van Dijk, who had plenty of time. It was an undercooked pass to McAllister that had two men on him.
Yeah.
And again, Alisson, I think he could have saved it because he did okay to get back in time. But he's nothing to blame for that, man. And if that's the same for Ramsdale, he's not to blame either.
And who was your midfield?
It was Szoboszlai,
Gravenberch,
Elliot.
Gravenberch came on.
Came on. Elliot and McAllister.
Yeah, so talk to me. How did Elliot play in midfield?
Elliot, it's weird because when Elliot plays, especially midweek games, he plays in the centre of the pitch.
When you say centre, as in more a 10 or?
Kind of like an 8, 10, and then he would drift out to the right-hand side. In this game, he spent the whole game on the right-hand side, and that caused a massive imbalance. And I think that's the reason why Klopp took him off. But I'm sure if Klopp is putting you there, you will know your instruction is to not be there.
But the right-hand side, so where was Salah?
So Salah kept on drifting inside.
So maybe that was a tactic then?
Yeah. So maybe it was a tactic or not, but I think that tactic wasn't working. Yeah. And I wouldn't have gone with that tactic personally against Brighton. I would have maybe implemented it further on in the game.
Yeah.
But Yeah,
What's the best way to play against Brighton, do you think?
So Brighton, they like to pop the ball around, but after a certain amount of pops, because the players aren't good enough, the passes start to get sloppy. So if they're able to...
That tends to happen at the back though, innit?
In the back
they
and the
pass
middle.
forward as well.
Yeah,
As in terms of the sloppy passes.
And then they go into the channels, and if there's too much of a block, they'll come back and then they'll go into the middle. During that period, that's when you have to press hard and get the ball off of them, because they play good football, but not all the players are good enough to play that style of football.
Yeah, I think most of the midfield are probably as press resistant as the team probably is, and then in defence, they're probably
not even in defence. So yes, they are press resistant. Like Pascal Gross is press resistant, but because now they've got 2 games a week. Their passing is even more sloppier. So we've seen it against West Ham when they keep on losing possession and getting hit on the counter attack. And yesterday, at the start of the game, we didn't rise up to it, and I think it wasn't working. But maybe just before we got our goal, that's when we started pressing on like the 5th or 7th pass or some shit like that. And then they started just giving us the ball easily, bro. And we kept on being in every single time.
But wouldn't you say that's the best way to play against them? Because that's similar to what Villa did.
No, but we didn't do that at the start of the game.
Yeah.
We gave them time to pass, so they were getting breaking lines after the 3rd or 4th pass, and then that's when it was like, oh shit, this guy's in on goal. But they had nothing going forward. That's the one thing I'll say about the defense. And again, we gifted them 2 goals, in my opinion.
So that was the first goal they scored. Your first goal was at the penalty or the second?
The first goal was the one where Harvey Elliott let run on. No.
Yes, and Salah scored.
Yeah, Salah scored. Then
the next one was the penalty.
Oh,
so let's talk about the penalty. So who was through and goal? Was it Szoboszlai?
Szoboszlai.
So the goalkeeper passed it to somebody.
Yes.
And then his control was off or something like. No, he passed it. Yeah, sorry, he passed it to. No, I think it came off a defender or something, because
but who got pulled?
Szoboszlai got pulled.
Yeah, Szoboszlai.
So Nunes bounced it off to Szoboszlai, and he was in on goal, and Pascal.
Why do you need to mention Nunes' name? I just wanted to know who got pulled for the penalty.
You know what? Because Nunes was in an offside position, and if it didn't come off of the Brighton guy, he would have been offside. But that's because he done a back pass into the Brighton player.
So the penalty. Speaking to you before we started the pod, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, during the game. I was back and forth because I keep on like the rules have changed so much, innit?
Wait, back and forth is a penalty or not? Or
no, back and forth on
it's a penalty, but should it be a red card?
Oh yeah, it's red card.
I was back and forth because I was thinking, first I was thinking, is Nunes offside? Maybe they're going to cancel it because of that. And then I was looking at it and I was thinking, hang on, Lewis Dunk's on the line. It may not be considered a goal scoring opportunity. Then I remembered the rule about a deliberate attempt to win the ball versus a cynical foul, like a pull down or a red card challenge from behind or something like that. The rule is, if that's the case and you're preventing a chance on goal, then that is a red card. But if it's not and it's just a challenge, then they apply that double jeopardy thing where they give you a yellow card instead or a penalty instead. And that's essentially what happens. So for me, that's a blatant red card based on the latest rules.
I hear that, but don't you think, how was the pull? Like, I don't know what to say. Was the pull?
No,
like, I think it was a bit soft.
No.
I know it was, I'll give it a penalty, but I think that's why they probably stopped at giving him the red card.
Bro,
because
you stopped him from scoring a goal, bro. It's a cynical red card.
Wait, you think it wasn't a red?
No, he's thinking the pull wasn't hard enough to.
It was
force.
Yeah, you saw his shirt, bruv. He could have ripped off his letters off the back of his shirt, bruv. Yeah, bruv. It was aggressive, bruv.
So you agree that it should have been a sending off as well?
100% that legit goal scoring opportunity. Like, yeah.
The only question again is Lewis Dunk getting back on the line, but I don't think he could have stopped that at all.
So that was the second goal. Then obviously they had a game state change. I think the game was pretty tight.
We let them back into the game, man. We got lazy and complacent, man.
And then before they scored, they had a penalty shout. Did you see the penalty shout, Miles?
No, remind me what happened.
I think someone hit Van Dijk's thigh.
Oh yeah, no.
And then it came off his hand.
Because it came off his leg first, didn't it?
Yeah.
It came off his boot, then went on his hand.
No,
and apparently it needs to be, if they're going to give it, it needs to be directly to the hand or something, right? Yeah. So But before that, we're going to talk about Gravenberch's miss, or we're not going to do that?
No, go. If you want to talk about it, go and talk about it.
I mean, have you got anything to say about it?
Yeah, no, but probably you just got off the back of first goal in midweek.
Okay.
And
So
the ball came to him. It was a tantalising cross.
It was a nice cross,
I'd say.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a zip on it, and he took it with his left foot and he hit the crossbar. So Like, I feel bad for him.
I still need to see it. I'm
But
pretty sure
he
it's
has
right
to
foot.
score.
You said
He has to score.
you said
to score.
Hang on, it came.
What did you say?
It was his left foot.
You said left foot.
Yeah, left foot, and then he hit the crossbar. And he left foot, like he thought he was going to soft tap. Probably came off his ankle.
It did take a little bit bounce. I was trying to give him a bit of
There was a
benefit
bit of
of
zip on it, man. But you got to put it away in the back of the net at the end of the day, man. But I'm not mad at him for missing him. We should have still seen the game off.
How have you rated his signing so far?
He's a great signing, man. Like,
Yeah.
Quality in tight spaces, man. He's what, 20, 21?
He's young.
He's got a big presence on he's a towering guy in it, and to me, I think he's like a Wijnaldum region.
Okay.
The way that he gets into the box and the way he can drive with the ball, the way he's got good ball retention as well, man. That we've been missing that for a while, man. So that's a box-to-box 8 that we actually needed. I thought he was a DM.
No, I knew it was a bit box to box.
Yeah. I didn't know it was as box-to-box as that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's like when you got Graham, I was like, you still haven't got. Did you sign him before Endo?
Yes. So yeah, when we signed him, that's when I found out that that's not where he's playing in. I'm thinking, okay, cool, because we were still looking at the other Thuram brother, and we were looking at a couple.
Have you seen him?
Yeah.
Please tell me what you think of him, because I really want to use that to get him.
He's very raw.
Yes.
He's very, very raw in it, and I think at this stage we can't afford to be getting too many raw people, especially when Nunes is quite raw. So, and I don't think he has a role. He's just get on the pitch and have fun in it. But,
Who are we talking about here?
Kefren Thuram.
Turam.
But it's a French league, bro. It's a French league.
Turam. Okay.
But when you said the French league, because on the podcast, because then Richard said, "Yo, the French league is serious."
I know.
Bear man,
of course, bro. There's real physical boys, and it's
you
like
think
young.
the Prem physical?
You think Chelsea's got black guys with plats? Yeah, French league is the black boys with plats factory, bro, man. So like the physicality there is crazy, but at the same time, there's a lot of go out there and express yourself.
Yeah,
there's a lot of that.
So with your midfield, who would you? Obviously, you rate Gravenberch, you rate Szoboszlai, you like McAllister, you like Curtis Jones. So what would your midfield three be now?
I think this is the place where we wanted to be, where we can rotate.
Yeah, no, but who would you choose as your best three?
Answer.
Oh,
definitely wasn't an answer. your best midfield three.
You see the problem with black people today. I'm joking. No, I think Szoboszlai is in there.
As an 8, yeah.
No, you know what's crazy? I think I would actually
as a 10.
I have him as a 6, man, because we haven't got 6. I'm not sure where Endo is yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he is yet. Like, so obviously, Klopp likes to bleed these players in, man. But I like McAllister on the pitch because he can spot a good pass. But I think Szoboszlai's got more in his tank, and isn't rattled by pressure at all. Mm-hmm. So temporarily, I'll put him in the 6th role. I'll put McAllister further forward
As a 10, or not a 10, but the furthest forward.
I think I'll play 2 8s.
So what we've said, McAllister, Szoboszlai.
2 8s.
McAllister, Szoboszlai, and who?
McAllister, Szoboszlai, and probably Curtis Jones.
As what? Who's holding? Is anyone holding?
Szoboszlai is the deepest, but nobody's really holding.
Really? Oh, okay. That was like a Zabi type.
Yeah, like Xabi Alonso. Like,
so Szoboszlai's the deepest defensively. Who's the most forward midfielder? McAllister.
So you know
and
how Curtis Jones plays? He just goes and joins triangles left and right, and McAllister just kind of plays a bit deep and looks for the pass over the top. So I wouldn't play. It wouldn't be like a standard middle three. It'll be a bit different, man.
Yeah, cool. I started off with some like a little mini quiz. Let's end it with another quiz. You've played Brighton in 8 games. Mm-hmm. How many times do you think you've beaten them?
Well, in the last 8 games,
we
played them a few times. I think we've beaten them maybe 3 times, drawn with them like 4 times.
Yeah, you've only beaten them once.
Oh, in 8 times, is it?
Yeah.
This is what I'm putting on.
I didn't check the jaws.
This is what I was trying to tell you, bro.
Hang on, look, I think it's 5 draws and 2 losses.
No, I'm sure there was more losses because you lost the last 2.
Yeah, last 2. But before that, it was just draws and draws and draws.
Yeah, I think
and
it's
then we
draws.
beat them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To listeners, that was Strives on the mic. Strives, can you tell the listeners
Introduce
yourself and tell them why you're late?
Yeah, apologies, guys, man, and women, if you're listening. Yeah, Strives.
Man, you know
Come
men,
on,
women.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Strives, or Striver, however you refer to me, representing Arsenal. Sorry, gents and ladies, for being late. Literally, I fell asleep, man. I've had like 3-4 hours sleep over the course of 2 days, man. That's what a house move does to you.
You ain't got to be doing all this, bro.
No, man.
You ain't got to be doing all this.
I gotta apologize, man. I gotta apologize.
Let's get to it, man.
I gotta apologize to the people, man. But yeah, I'm here, man.
All right, cool.
Shout out to Matoma as well. He's really trying to take the piss out of Joe Gomez in his career, isn't it?
Scary.
Huh?
Joe Gomez is a scary ass.
Gomez didn't start there.
No, but I know.
Yeah, bro.
That's the problem.
No, but he shout out to Trent though, because Thingy used to have him twerking, but Trent was good in that game still.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But yeah, as soon as Joe Gomez came on, bro.
I was serious.
But Tom, it was expressing himself, bro.
Like, stop.
But do you know he was also good as well for Brighton?
Go on.
Is it the right back that scored their goal?
And yeah, no.
Oh, Adingwa. Simon
Adingwa.
Adingwa.
Yeah, the right back.
Is he right back?
No, he's like a
wing back.
I thought
He's
he
a
was
winger, but he's been playing kind of like wing back kind of. But he's more of a winger.
He
did look good. He looks like he's got a weird, young old.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
They sent him on loan last season, I think. And
What did you make of because did you touch on McAllister's contribution for that? Was that?
it's Virgil's fault.
Okay,
It's Virgil's fault. It's a bad pass from Virgil, but like still, we need everyone to be on point. And you went on point.
Yeah.
Alisson went on point. All of them take a bit of blame, but Virgil was the most for me.
But I swear that's the second time Virgil's done something like this. I'm sure there was something
Not that's
happened.
led to a goal. I know the only other thing is the penalty.
What happened
It's
to
the red card,
Virgil?
sorry. Was that
Something to
red
do with
card,
Trent.
penalty?
Something to do with
The
Trent.
Newcastle one. Did they get a penalty from that red card?
What, from Virgil as well?
Yeah, he got sent off to them. Yeah,
No,
that's
but I don't know if it was.
Oh, no,
sorry,
it
wasn't a penalty.
It was outside the box, wasn't
Outside
it?
the box,
Just outside
yeah.
the box.
Cool. Let's move away from Liverpool now. We're going to talk about the big game at the weekend between Man City and Arsenal.
No, I thought you were going to say Tottenham and Luton.
Tottenham and Luton. Strives.
How you doing, bro?
So, Arsenal haven't beaten City for a number of how many games?
I think in the Premier League it was 12, bro.
12.
Yeah.
12 games across 6 years. So the last time Arsenal beat City was in 2015.
I
was
believe
that
that's.
aggregate goals?
I believe that's.
I don't know. It's embarrassing.
I think it was 35-3.
It's embarrassing.
Did you actually take time to calculate that?
So somebody reported that.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
Yeah, somebody
Maybe that's
reported.
probably worse.
Somebody reported that, but apparently it's 35-3.
Okay, I
Not
think,
anymore.
In the league or in everything?
I think maybe it's everything or the league, but
I think the last time we beat City in the Premier League before the most recent result, Arteta was playing for us.
Yeah, he scored the winning goal.
They showed that before the game.
Imagine.
But yeah, so anyway, it's been playing down. It was played down by opposition fans about City, Arsenal winning the the Community Shield against City. So for you, how much do you think that victory played a part in yesterday's win?
I think it played a big part. To be honest, I think I think we were definitely going into the game nervous because the media has a way of making a big deal out of stats such as the one you just presented. But winning in the Community Shield showed us that, because I've been saying I think we've closed the gap on City. I think you guys will have me on record saying that. And I think that would have gone leaps and bounds to showing the boys themselves that, yo, guys, this team aren't ahead of us, if at all. So I think, yeah, that held us in good stead, man. It's similar to what would have happened if we had won in the FA Cup last season. That's what I think.
Okay, I get your point now. So obviously, hearing that Saka wasn't starting, were you surprised with the front three that Arteta went ahead with?
You know what, yeah? Surprisingly, and I say surprisingly because everybody around me seemed to be deflated and unhappy with the starting lineup, but I was okay. I was all right with the starting lineup,
Why were people deflated?
From the murmurs that were around me, I think it was Jorginho starting. You know how I feel about Jorginho. I think I like Jorginho. And so a lot of people have don't seem to like Eddie starting up top ahead of Jesus. Which, in my opinion, you needed to have someone that was going to legislate for the loss of Bukayo Saka, and Jesus, in my opinion, was the best alternative option, to be honest. Even though he doesn't give us maybe the pace that Saka gives us on the right, but I feel like his footballing brain, his ability to on the ball to cut in, he I think it was our closest alternative. I know we've got Reece Nelson, but I weren't mad with that whatsoever. And Trossard, although Trossard's been a bit hot and cold this season, but yeah, I was happy with it because obviously we see the quality that Trossard brings.
Yeah,
you know. So I looked at the team and I thought that's solid. I thought in the middle, I was happy to.
But in the middle, so before you go in talk about the middle, what did people want? Who did they want in the middle ahead of Jorginho?
I think, you know, because Partey was in the squad.
Yeah, can't just come back? You can't put him in the squad.
Yeah, so that, I mean, what it is, and I'm glad that you said that because I was having so many like back and forths with people regarding like team selections and stuff such as that. So obviously, Mikel Arteta and myself came under a lot of like scrutiny and
yourself.
Yeah, because honestly, I felt like I was Arteta this week because Saka played against RC Lens. And
you was pro that?
I was pro that.
Were you pro the Bournemouth game as well?
As in...
That he should have played?
Yeah, he should have played, but as you mean after he was hobbling, you mean he should have been... No, I think Arteta needs to manage his minutes better.
Yeah.
So I think he certainly should have been taken off earlier. That's where I differ.
Who's the alternative option to Saka? Is it Reece Nelson?
Yeah, Reece Nelson. And he's a good player.
He could play Fabio Vieira there sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. And Jesus.
On the right? Oh, yeah. I guess so, yeah.
That's what he played for City last season.
Yeah, he didn't get that many games, so did he? So.
I think he played it.
No, there was a time he played on the right.
Just taking a piss. Chill out.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. I was pro it, man. I was pro it, and I stand by it. And you know, like for Saka not to play on Sunday, I was okay with that as well.
But yeah, if he played, it would have been criminal.
And I'm glad you said that because I'm asking the same people that were moaning about Saka playing on Tuesday, and they're like, no, they want him to play, and I'm like, oh, hypocrite.
Want him to play on Sunday, or
we're saying they wanted Saka to start even though he's injured.
That's mad.
Yeah,
to me.
people wanted him to Arteta's got blood on his hands.
Well, do they think he's lying or what?
I don't know what they think. I think what it is because City is City. They'd rather him play against City than play against RC Lens. So my thing is, I'm just giving you the logic that was hit at me. So it's like Arteta's kind of not Arteta. Saka's come off like hobbling inverted commas for the last 2 games. Then he plays against RC Lens. They're like, rest him. Like, why are you playing?
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So they're like, I'm playing against City. My take on that was, surely if you think he's injured or he's not fit, then you rest him for both games. Like,
was this before he got fit? Before
I get where they're coming from on that.
So then where I'm coming from is,
if you're going to risk him for the big game. Yeah, is basically what they're saying.
Well, so now, in my opinion, how dare you say risk him for the big game? You're playing Champions League football. You've not been in Champions League for 6-7 years. We haven't qualified from the group stages. In my opinion, and then you ask most Arsenal fans, which one, if you fell asleep today and woke up in the second week in June 2024 and you had a choice, you've won the Premier League or the Champions League, which one are you choosing? Mm-hmm. Most people are saying the Champions League. So my argument would be the Champions League is as big as City. And I'm only saying it's as big because it's City. But ultimately, we could lose to City twice this season and still win the Premier League. We could have lost to City twice last season and won the Premier League if we didn't fumble against yourselves, Liverpool, Southampton, West Ham, and the list continues.
Some people argue that happened because of the loss to City.
So some people would argue that,
and also,
do you know what I mean? Like there's an argument that if you guys played City earlier and they beat you earlier, maybe that knocks your confidence for the run that you went on. So,
yeah, but also if we played them earlier because we was actually stronger in the beginning. Them. Yeah, so there's arguments either way, but the presiding argument is you can still win You've got 37 other games to win your Premier League. You've got less games to go through to the group stages of Champions League. So they're equally important games to me. So if I'm Arteta, I'm playing my best player.
I would say there's an argument as well that Arsenal are more capable of winning against Lens without Saka than they are winning
against City
without Saka.
The Champions League is bigger than City, but I think they think that Lens isn't the biggest part of.
That's exactly what I was framed with as well. So then my question is based on what? Because we said that sorry, go on.
No, but what I would have said is I would have played him against Lens and City.
Yeah.
But I don't play him against Bournemouth. Because if you can't beat Bournemouth with your squad without Saka, then that's a big issue. So that game, all you have to do is either leave Saka on the bench and see how you get on. If you're struggling, then maybe you bring him to save the day. But you played him from the start against Bournemouth. You were winning 3-0.
Yeah.
You didn't take him off.
Yeah.
Then he got injured. Then you took him off.
Yeah.
Then you played him against Lens, and then from then it's fucked.
So there's a lot of steps to that.
Yeah, just don't play him against Bournemouth. But at least the good thing now is that you've played the best team in Europe without Saka, and you won. So have faith in your team going forward that you don't have to burn this guy out every single minute, every single game.
Him starting Bournemouth though, Bournemouth can cause problems.
Yeah, they can, but bro, they're bottom of the league.
Did they?
Yeah, but that was funny enough. They caused us problems at home, but away we blew them away. Yeah. So with Del Estrada, that's a fair point. That is a fair point. But in my opinion, the league's just started. We're in October. We shouldn't even be having these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, you play your best players, innit? Like,
but I think the only reason we're having these conversations is because he's come off injured for 3 games in a row. So that at what point, and then you've got your biggest games coming up, so just rest him.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you, assuming he's not fit, he's not injured. But if the guy is available for selection, I'm guessing he's gone through the physio tests. Yeah, I don't know how they do it, if there's a green zone, yellow zone, red zone, or whatever zone he's in. He's passed these physio, or the physio has probably referred assessment to the manager and player and said, depends on how the player is feeling. And Saka said, I want to play. Arteta said, I want to play you because Arteta wants to win. Saka probably wants to win. Because we look at football in a different way, yeah? Arteta goes on the kind of run that Eric Ten Hag going, all of a sudden, Arteta out. So there's got to be a point in his mind where it's just like, it's a results business as well. I love my players. I trust my players. It's a results business. I'm playing my best players. I'm playing my best team available. So that's probably why he's playing Saka with Bournemouth and what have you not. Because although we've had a decent start, we haven't started the way we started last season. And maybe Arteta's still trying to work out what is our strongest team.
Yeah, but you know your strongest team includes Saka.
You know your strongest team includes Saka, so you play your best players. You know what I mean? Right. So for RC Lens, I personally didn't make him wrong for playing Saka. Even though he got injured, I was like, well, he may have got injured against City if we rested him and got...
then he would have been arrested for 2 weeks with England and stayed at home.
Potentially, but either way, you just can't legislate. He could have played all of the game, or he could have got injured in it. So I didn't mind in it. But yeah, sorry to just go on that tangent. But yeah,
let's move away from Saka and let's talk about some other players at Arsenal. Starting with David Raya. What did you think of his? Why are you laughing? What did you think of his performance? And before you go into it, and this is why I think sometimes managers need to be careful with what they say when they defend the decisions. Because if he said if Arteta said he's going to be picking players based on their performances game by game, for the last 2 games, after the last 2 games, Raya should be dropped.
Yeah, there's a fair argument for that. I mean, Ramsdale got dropped, and I don't know that there was enough just cause for him to be dropped. You get what I'm saying? So with Raya, I would have, if I'm gonna just look at it without any like favoritism, no nepotism involved. Me, I'm indifferent with the 2 keepers. I think they're both competent, but I don't think, even though Raya's had a couple of nervy starts, I don't think there's enough of a case to say he should be dropped in either. No, but
it's only dropped based on the argument that Arteta put forward, or the case that Arteta put forward.
Remind us.
He said he's basically making the changes on the goalkeeper. Basically, a goalkeeper is like an outfield player.
Yeah.
If he can rotate an outfield player, why can't he rotate his goalkeeper? And he's going to be assessing it on a game-by-game basis. But the truth is, we all know that Raya is number 1.
Do you think you've seen enough for Raya to be dropped, though? Because
based on Arteta's, because he even said that he regrets in previous games where he's thought about changing his keeper and he hasn't done it.
Yeah.
So you think that Raya's performances have been bad enough to be dropped?
Based on, I guess, the fact that Ramsdale was dropped and he didn't really do anything wrong.
Ramsdale wasn't dropped for.
What was so
that's
bad?
what we're saying.
Let's get into it. Let's get a bit surgical with it. What was so bad about this performance?
No, I don't think it was that bad. I think
his performance.
I don't think it was that bad. Like obviously,
no, to be dropped, because obviously we're talking about this.
No, but
are we talking about this before the City game or having that in mind as well?
No,
I think we have
City
to.
game.
Yeah. Oh, after. Oh, yeah, okay. After, okay.
That's like 2 games.
Okay.
So I don't think it was that bad. Obviously, it looked shaky.
In the grand scheme of things, it's not bad. But I'm just saying, based on what Arteta has said, and you dropped a goalkeeper who wasn't performing bad.
But has he dropped him, or is he just trying?
Come on, man.
We have to say that's what I'm trying to say. Best Arteta just
I don't think he will. Obviously, it looks like that, but I don't.
But
think
he has dropped Ramsdale. No, he hasn't played no Champions League games, no Premiership games. He's been dropped.
Raya's number one now.
I think so. I think so. But to himself, he could be saying, "I'm just trying something. I want to see something." You know, like Pep.
I think Ramsdale will be back.
Does crazy things like this. Bro.
I think Ramsdale will be back. I think Ramsdale will probably play.
And he'll get a spell.
I think he'll play more Premier League games than. I don't know why I think that, but I do feel like he'll play more Premier League games than we probably believe. So I'm not sure. I actually can't call how it's going to go, but whether it's Ramsdale, whether it's Raya, I'll tell you the truth, Della. I'm really indifferent. I'm confident. I'm confident with both of them in between the sticks.
But let's focus on his performance. Obviously, Champions League, he was his goal. It was his mistake that led to the goal. Then that's what changed the course of the game. Then
that's not fair though.
No, that is true. That's what happened.
That was his fault.
But no, you say change the course of the game.
Yeah, Arsenal without speaking about Champions League, after that goal went in, Arsenal just looked completely different. On top of Saka being injured as well.
Because of him or because of?
But I think he played a part. Because before that, Arsenal was so confident. So comfortable.
But it is a bit unfair.
VAR's incompetence as well, because Machado, he actually handled that ball, but there was no talking.
Directly before the goal.
He literally, like, Raya kicks the ball to him. He controls it with his arm, literally just underneath his armpit. So this part, that's your arm. Would you agree?
Was it past the sleeve? I think there's a sleeve rule on that.
There is a sleeve rule still.
But there is a sleeve rule.
So why is Wally smiling?
I can't lie. I enjoy listening to your conspiracy theories around Arsenal, bro. It's a fantastic pastime, bro.
Focus on his performance. What did you think?
Yeah, like, I was annoyed by that gaff as well. Like, that was a highlight, and it was
not the Premiership then, not the
the Champions League. Okay, so he looked nervy, and obviously having that in mind, I was thinking, damn, like I wasn't saying this, I didn't say it, but in my mind I was thinking, damn, like if ever there's a time for Mikel Arteta to do what he said he was going to do, it might be now, because if this guy stays in goal, geez, we could be losing this game. If it wasn't for a Declan Rice clearance on the line where we could have been 1-0 down. It's like this guy didn't know where he didn't have his bearings about him. His distribution was poor. He wasn't even catching. He weren't even catching crosses. Like nothing was going right for him. But what I feel like what was counting against him as well is he was playing against the fans, our fans. I'm talking about. You could hear us through the TV. I didn't make it to my bro was at the game. I didn't make it to the game. I was trying to get tickets with me and Makaya, but I don't know how I was going to do that when I was trying to move house. But like you could hear it through the TV. The stadium, like how anxious they was. I feel like all of that played a part. But as soon as he settled down,
the fans.
No, I feel like the fans were going against Raya.
Oh, okay.
Against Raya or the team?
Not the team. It's like anytime Raya, I've just felt like every time Raya was at that period, like you could just hear like the gasps, the anxiousness.
I don't think that's against them. I think it's just you're just nervous.
Yeah,
like
you
can't afford the mistakes against this team.
And on top of that, when he's about to kick it, like
So he had all of that to contend with, is what I'm saying. Yeah, but then. Like I was thinking to myself, like you might need to kick it off the pitch. But I'm actually glad that Arteta just because I think
he was never going to take him off.
Yeah, he was never going to take him off. But you also got to remember, we don't know what the conversations have been had behind the scenes, because it could be like some clear because Arteta said something in his post match conference, press conference, where is that something to the extent of. He said to Raya to play a particular type of ball and do not stray away from that, no matter what happens.
It's just basically invite pressure, like bring them in and stuck them in.
So many times where he was just standing still.
But that's standing still.
But waiting for them to come out and then
almost like last minute, just because it pulls them out of position. It works for the most part. Obviously, Raya had a few shaky moments. I think Alvarez was probably the closest in terms of it actually going tits up, but for the most part, it worked.
Yeah, it was just unsettling for the fans. Other than that, other than that, he didn't technically have a bad game.
No, it's okay.
Apparently, he's the only one I think he's had 3 clean sheets in a row against City. Apparently, might be the only
Raya.
one. Yeah,
Interesting.
Raya.
Don't you think it's like it must be like real nerve-wracking to be a manager? Or you have to be like mad patient because
it's out of your control.
Out of your control. I look at Raya and like this after his second, like I would have subbed him.
Yeah.
And even Kovacic, bruv. Like Kovacic stayed on the pitch for time.
Not Ryan. You would have stopped your goalkeeper.
Do you know why you wouldn't? I've seen you when you have cash outs and you're like, fuck that, bro. I'm not taking it. You ride it to the end because this is what you went for, and you win big as well. You win big as well. So I think you wouldn't take him out, bro.
The only reason I don't cash out is because there's potentially like 8 games on later that I can win my P's back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But with that,
same for the league.
When I've got to wait, bruv, a few months. You know what I mean? Like, I would have subbed him personally, but yeah, this is why I'm not managing.
Yeah. Sticking with you, Marty, because we're going to talk about some players. There's 2 players that were very pivotal to the Arsenal's win yesterday. One of them was Saliba, and one of them was some guy that you don't really rate highly. What do you think of Gabriel's performance yesterday, season to date?
Okay, he's played well.
Yeah, You still don't believe in him?
He's improved. He's improved, but I still think in terms of like if I'm looking, what I said with Gabriel is that if I had to pick a weak link within the team, I would have picked Gabriel. That was my argument for Gabriel. I did call him dead a few times. He's not dead, but he was the weakest link within the Arsenal team last season for me personally. But he's improved. Holden he wasn't really playing, was he? So in terms of the first 11, it was and Gabriel. But yeah, no, he's improved. He's looked a lot better for sure. Yeah. Declan Rice looked really good as well.
Bro, I was gonna leave the best for last.
Oh, sorry.
But before we go there,
are you prepared to apologise and concede? He's probably the
I didn't say anything about Declan Rice.
Hey,
not Declan Rice. Gabriel. Let's.
What conceded? What?
Just like Gabriel is probably second best or top 2 centre backs.
What is happening? What is going on?
Let's not focus on that.
Wait, did you see how you looked at me? You couldn't even get the words out. Don't really use catching a hook for a
What is this, bruv? Dead comedy jam, bruv. What's going on, bruv?
Hold on.
Yeah, you come in late and you throw your balls around the place like that. The fucking cheek.
Why can't I say that, bruv?
You're crazy.
Okay, give your top 5 defenders in the Prem. Let's go around quickly.
From this season, I'm talking about
right now.
So far.
Right now. I'm not doing this, bro. Because it's come from this conversation, I'm not doing this.
Are we doing 8 games of this season, or are we doing?
If we're doing all of them,
I'll give you top 3 because I can't think of top 5.
What top 3? What this season or season from last season as well? Because there's only been 8 games this season.
No, right now.
Okay, top 3 right now then.
Start with Dan.
Right now, yeah, Saliba, Gabriel.
Which one, bruv?
You're saying Saliba and Gabriel.
I'm hoping there's another Gabriel, bruv, because it's not the Arsenal one.
Let him do his one, isn't it?
Sorry. These are mine. And then I'm probably going to give it to, so far at the moment, for what I'm feeling, this is how I'm feeling, VDV, Tottenham's Mickey van der Ven, I think is his name.
Oh, yeah, he looks good still.
Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of him.
Go on, Mars.
I will. This is my personal favourites. Yeah, I'll go Saliba. I might go Konate, Liverpool.
Mm-hmm. Has he played much this season?
No, I'm a personal favourite. I like him.
No,
so it's not about this season. Yeah. Okay, go on.
And then I'll
look at Julius. No, it's okay. It's okay.
And then I'll.
I can't help that African, bro. I cannot help you.
Oof, I can't get a third.
So I'm saying put Gabby in there, B.
No, I can't do it. No, he's not, bruv. He's not.
What about City defenders?
No, because you know.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I'll go. I'm gonna put Stones there. I'll go Stones.
So when that's this season,
he's been injured.
So when that's this season.
Oh yeah. True. I think Stones was a big miss for them as well.
Guardiola was better than both of your things.
I haven't seen him play, so I can't say much.
He's a player, but I need to see more.
I think he's better.
Did you watch him? He wasn't bad.
Don't say he's better than Saliba. I need to see him play personally, but
I like his aggression on the ball. I remember I'm a big fan of Saliba. I said that 100% that Saliba, if he plays against
Haaland,
he's locking him up.
Yeah, you said that. You did say that.
So I knew that, but I think Guardiola is great defensively and great going forward.
So he's in your top three.
So yeah, what's your three?
He's in my top three, and he's good at Leipzig as well, and good at Croatia, whatever.
Yeah,
but I'm not playing this game, is what I was saying, because we're justifying Gabriel being there.
Okay, what's yours?
It's just not Gabriel, innit?
What?
Okay, so mine is I'm gonna go. I like Van der Ven. He's not number one. This is not in particular order. Van der Ven. I'm gonna go Guardiola, and I'm gonna go with Konate.
What? You ain't put Saliba or Gabby in there? This is
Saliba's in there, but I haven't seen Saliba.
Top three we're talking.
Saliba hasn't been that great this season.
No, last season he was great. This season so far.
Last season he was better at the start.
Again,
of the season.
The season's stuff, but this season,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like he's not.
He's better than Konate.
No, I don't think he's better than Konate.
Why do you think that,
bro? Yeah. Why? Because Saliba's good going forward and all of that, but Konate defensively, recovery, reading the game. I don't think Saliba's better.
Defensively,
did you see
Saliba does not start ahead of Konate?
That's manager's choices, isn't it?
Yeah, but and the manager's he's good.
No, but I think
it's preference and choices.
Yeah, man. I think it's hierarchy as well.
Probably hierarchy, bro. Saliba can do everything. He's fast, he's strong.
Outside, like he's got a bit of a record, didn't it?
No, I think if he was like that, I think Arteta would be playing him.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I know that he's had madness at Arsenal and madness at France, innit?
I don't know if he's got discipline issues in that way.
He seems grounded.
It's like weirdo stuff. That do you know, I can't. I don't know what it is.
Like kicking cats, kind of weirdo.
Like why, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I can't talk on Saliba like that. It's just the best thing to say.
But don't sleep on Saliba, bro. He's
remember I said
everything.
Good player. There's not that many
comfortable on the ball.
There's not that many centre backs that can lock down Haaland, and I identified him as one of those guys from day one.
And Gabriel,
because I think that
if Gabriel wasn't playing with Haaland,
Gabriel can lock down.
Bruv,
remember in that game we saw Haaland bang up Gabriel.
No, you saw him bang up holding.
Yes, exactly.
He came from Zinchenko's side. Bang up.
No, he banged up. He was holding. I'm telling you.
Okay, let's not dwell on that.
You guys were wrong last week, yeah. And then I think you're wrong now as well.
Yeah, we'll find out. Let's not.
We're gonna watch the highlights after.
Okay, let's do that.
Cool.
But let me.
We have to record an apology.
I think this
bonus round.
So I think if I can recall correctly, the two games where Gabriel has played and against City, Haaland has targeted Holding,
100%,
and he's tried to target Saliba. He hasn't gone for Gabriel.
No, Haaland doesn't.
You think he targeted?
He doesn't target Saliba.
But he's not going toe to toe with Gabriel.
No, them two do the tussle every game, bro.
Gabriel wins.
Remember that game when they played Stoke City football and they beat you lot?
What this
with Holding?
He did it with Holding, and then he did it with Saliba and with.
He didn't do it with Gabby. I'm telling you.
But we'll find it. We'll find out about it.
Because I remember Stones was under pressure, and he hits the ball out. To I think it was to KDB, or I think he hits KDB,
and then it comes to Haaland.
Yeah, or maybe it went to Haaland, and then Haaland finds KDB, who finds him back.
Where was Gabriel in that?
I'm sure he battled Haaland.
It was like Haaland shaking or twerking or something.
No, but what happened there? Because this is the point where I'm talking about Holding. Oh, sorry, Holding was basically touch tight with Haaland.
Yeah.
Whereas you see in this game that happened yesterday, Saliba just gave him the yards and said, "Come at me, bro.
You're not going to beat me in a race. You're not stronger than me. And you're not smarter than me.
Yeah, exactly. But Holding didn't have that football IQ. And then he tried to get tight with Haaland, and Haaland just he beat him up, bro. Haaland, he beasted him, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Gabriel, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but we'll find out. We'll find out.
Who's your top three just before we go?
Oh yeah.
Saliba definitely, but I've been rating Gabriel for a hot minute.
As top centre back in the Premier League.
If I say top three, hey,
it's not that.
You chose.
No, it is, bruv, because you've got brothers like Sven Botman, bruv. Even
no.
Sven
Botman's not better than. He's not better than.
But I don't think Gabriel's had a better 2 seasons than him.
Who Sven Botman?
I don't think he's had a better 2
seasons, but I don't think Botman's better than Gabriel.
No. But I'm just gonna. Can I choose what I want to choose?
Sorry,
I haven't really thought about it.
Trust me, you guys just wanted to laugh.
But definitely, Saliba's up there. Let me go Man United. No one from Man United. City.
No,
Diaz.
You brushed over us too quickly, bruv.
You know what? Sorry, when I answered as well, I completely forgot about City as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, I said Guardiola, but
so
Kante's
Diaz
also better than Gabriel.
Yeah. I'll have that. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
This guy just want to say, yeah. Just so like, you
yeah, I said, yeah.
Honestly, I'll even have Ake over
But
Gabriel.
you know what you got back? When you respect, Brandon. But yeah, let's move on from this. And last but not least, let's talk about Declan Rice. Before the Champions League game, when Arsenal were losing, I saw him like his game changed, whereby he's like, yeah, give me the ball, I want to make a difference. And against City yesterday, bro,
West Ham captain, bro. He's got
immense.
He's got it in him.
That's why
the tackles he's making.
That's why you pay the money, man.
That tackle was sick, bro, man.
I think he won 2 of those.
Yeah, you know when you celebrate those ones in your heart, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
So he didn't even know I was coming, bro.
And personally, I think if you have a midfielder, Partey, Rice, and Odegaard,
Fam,
I don't think there's a midfield three better than those three in the Prem.
This is what we've been saying, man. It's over. Come on, man.
I don't think it's over. I don't think it's over.
Bro, it's over.
Outside of strides,
I don't think it's
what
over.
you got to think?
I think I like his determination.
Now, let's say that midfield three.
Yeah. I think Partey's concentration ain't the greatest. It's not the greatest. It's not the greatest. Like, let's have it right. Because
Look how composed. Look how silky you look when he came on.
You lot were bringing Partey versus Rodri, Partey versus Casemiro.
That was the United contingent.
No, I'm just saying, but Partey, when I look at Rodri, I think
Rodri is better.
Yeah. So I'm just saying like that's my flaw with him, his concentration, in my opinion.
But it's not his concentration, but he plays as a single pivot. And he does okay.
Excuse you don't have to play single pivot.
Well, that's what the manager said. But what I'm saying, he does it well.
He does it.
I don't think poor concentration.
No, hang on, sorry.
Poor concentration, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think that's one of his
everybody plays a single pivot. Because you got away with this last time as well.
What do you
said Partey plays a single pivot.
No.
Hang on, wait.
He's one of the best to do it.
No.
Yeah,
He said Partey plays as a single pivot.
And he's one of the best to do it.
And then I went to him, I said, yeah, you're right. And then 2 weeks later, I was like, hang on a minute. So does Fabinho. So does McAllister. So does fucking Casemiro.
Yeah, I knew this day was going to come one day. But it's because of how well he does it well.
But he does it well.
He does it well.
He doesn't last the concentration. I think his thing is probably a bit too. He's probably a bit too.
He's got AFCON in him.
Blasé with it sometimes. Too chilled.
He's got AFCON.
But yeah, before we finish off on Arsenal, I think not the Arsenal, the City game. We have to obviously talk about the fact that this is City's third game, third defeat, and then there's no Rodri. Like, what do we make of that? Is it outside? Obviously, outside KDB, he's probably the most important player to City. But is he more important than KDB?
Let's have him right. They were missing Calvin David. Like, they were missing Calvin
Phillips.
Sorry, yeah.
What, on the bench or what?
Yesterday, there was a role for him in this game.
Yeah, I think so as well.
No, but
Rico Lewis played well, but he didn't have the still in the midfield.
No. You guys are getting
but no, legit.
I was being sarcastic.
But before we focus on Calvin Phillips, answer the question, like, is Rodri more important than KDB for this City team?
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
But we've seen them survive kind of without KDB. But are we seeing them survive without Rodri?
I know they can survive.
If you think about it that way,
though, because like, let's look at this game, Man City. You lot won by deflection. You didn't really have that much in this game, and Bernardo Silva was playing number 6. So this game should technically.
I don't like the way you minimize.
No disrespect.
It was a difficult game between the first two teams run against each other.
Guys, I swear to you,
but it was a tight game.
It was a tight game, and you lot won rightfully so. But you wouldn't go out there.
Rightfully so.
I think rightfully so. You don't
think the best team won that day?
I don't think so. I think you. With respect to Arsenal, I'm not even going to try and take the piss in it. Like, respect for Arsenal, you stayed in the game. I think Arteta's game plan and his approach to the game was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Man City controlled it, bro. But they just weren't.
They had nothing going forward, bro.
But they had one shot all game.
Yeah, they had nothing.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they don't deserve to win.
City's last shot on target was in the 58th minute. Or maybe even
they played trash. They played trash.
They didn't.
No, the best team won.
It wasn't trash.
The better team won.
It wasn't a trash performance.
I thought it was controlled from us. I thought it wasn't a good game.
No. Tactically, and watching from a defensive point of view,
just for Arsenal, yes.
No, from both sides, it was no chance of being creative.
That narrow approach from Man City, that weren't cutting it, bro. That was trash, bro. Bring on Doku, bro, and play how you've been playing, bro. What are you doing?
But Marley, that was the perfect way to set up against Arsenal.
It was a good chess battle, bro.
Because if you remember what I said in the last episode, not that what I said is the holy grail, but we can't play centrally. We can't break teams down centrally. So if you play narrow and you take away the most effective way that you can kill teams, and we're struggling to go down centrally, you're forcing us to go out wide. Where's Saka? Where's Martinelli? It was a perfect strategy. And then what they was doing as well is they was trying, both teams actually, Arsenal and City, were playing possum. Their keepers were holding the ball. I think Del Estrada touched on it and waiting for a player to press. Eddie Nketiah did it a couple of times, but the free players, we weren't pressing as a triangle anymore. We was just waiting. Everyone was doing the same thing. No one was getting traps. No one was falling for it. And so basically, it was literally like Del Estrada said. It was a good game of chess. If you like, bro, I'm surprised you as a defender didn't appreciate that.
I think that's what I'm saying. From an Arsenal standpoint, that's a fantastic.
He did the same thing.
It was a tactical battle just between the mere fact that there wasn't that much chances. You can look at it. It wasn't a thrilling game like you're going to see goals, but just watch the way the teams were playing. They even tried to play football, but people were blocking them. But it was amazing to watch, man.
It was a good chess battle, but both teams were toothless, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So like they all had loads of bark, but there was no bite at the end of it because Haaland was pocketed, and most of your opportunities were falling to Nketiah, who didn't have an attacking presence on the pitch.
Yeah.
So the fact that
it wasn't a game for strikers,
but the fact that the goal came how it came is how you beat them the last time as well, via the deflection, innit?
No, but
no. I'm not minimizing it. I'm just saying that because, like, in terms of how you played, there was fortune. Obviously, you can't effectively say based on the fortune in the last two games that you played the same way as you played that way and expect to win the game. No, but that's my point.
I would liken it more towards, well, not liken it, but I would attribute it more towards Martinelli's desire to go at the game because he made something happen. Obviously, it was Tommy, Kai Havertz,
and it was Trossard last time, but Martinelli and Trossard are always going to do that.
Exactly. So you've got to give that credit to them. So I feel like you create your own luck.
But Man City also did that when they had chances as well.
Marley mentioned they should have brought Doku on earlier. What have you not? They tried that.
I'm not having Doku, bro.
They tried that, but then what Arteta did?
I'm not having Doku against Saliba and
no, you're not having Doku
against Ben White. I would have him.
No, you're not even having Doku against Tomiyasu, bro. That's why we brought Tomiyasu on.
Yeah, sure.
No, don't do that, Marley Marl. Don't do that, baby.
I'm not going to disagree.
Don't do that, baby.
My point is that bringing on Doku as a trump card to win the game, that's dead.
I thought that was a good tactic.
I think that's dead against Arsenal.
Doku's decent.
Do you know why I thought it was good?
He's not decent, but so is Arsenal.
No, but the reason why I thought it was good because you didn't need to start him, but when legs get tired, you bring on Doku. I thought he was gonna run at Ben White, but Ben White did.
That's like
he had to switch sides.
That's like day one coaching.
You know, he had to switch sides.
It's like day one coaching because Haaland was so toothless, bro.
Yeah, but the thing ultimately, it was a game of fine margins, and the only way that game was going to be lost is just by like maybe a little mistake here or there, and a deflection goal, and that's what it was, and that was a game of first v second. So it was a game of two. No, they were first and second last season, right? That's a game of first v second. Yeah. So it was a game of like you didn't want to give anything away, and it wasn't going to be like, I'm going to open myself up so you can just do whatever you want to do to me.
100%.
Who are you supporting in this game? The Del Estrada?
Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Anybody got an issue?
This is when you need cameras to zoom.
You got it. You got okay.
No dog in the fight, bruv.
Yeah, I feel like you did deep down.
No. To be fair, I just wanted blood from somebody.
I think you wanted blood from Arsenal.
No, whoever, bruv.
No,
I had over 1.5 goals, bruv. They cost me 8 bills, bruv.
You know when you said that? Oh damn! you know when you said the telltale sign? Yeah, you see your voice went up a little octave. You were saying no, whatever.
No, I genuinely don't give a damn, bruv.
We just want to see a good game, man.
Yeah, because obviously, like,
well, I did anyway.
No matter what Arsenal do, anyway, Tottenham are winning the league, so it's fine.
So yeah, let's just quickly round up the rest of the weekend's big 6 games. Speaking of Tottenham beat Luton 1-0. Anybody see the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Highlights.
Faults in the game.
I don't trust Tottenham. I don't trust
to do what? You don't trust them to do what?
Sustain this.
I'm starting to feel like that because Luton, Burnley, was it Forest and
no, not even that because I've heard that point where they're playing just newly promoted teams. They've got the most of them. But
you have to beat who's in front of you.
They're grinding that good result.
But
that Luton,
10 men as well.
Burnley
by luck. They're grinding that results by luck. in my
I
opinion.
wouldn't say bad luck.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So,
Luton were on top of them, to begin that game.
Yeah, no, on top of no, they weren't. They weren't.
Trust me, you look like I swear. If Tottenham continued the way they were playing in the first 15, 20 minutes, I was. If Luton had killers in front of goal, or had,
Luton are really trash. Like, as in, I was watching it and I'm thinking, all right, you like, when you'd watch a team, you're like, you shouldn't be in this league. You're not that. Your levels ain't that. Like, Kulusevski had that goal. Good save from the keeper. It was going to the bottom corner before that was in the first half before Basuma got sent off. Tottenham are all over there, man.
Yeah, Basuma was real childish, man. I don't know what he was thinking.
But in terms of luck, I think the only team they beat convincingly, in my opinion, was Man United.
Yeah.
And even then, United was getting at them to begin with.
Yeah, and United could have thingy, but I think they've been getting them through like last minute goals. You can't live by last minute goals, and obviously, I'm talking about the Liverpool game. We were bumped. Headlines. We were bumped.
Get over it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I agree with Joe. I don't think they'll sustain it. I feel they've been getting these victories marginally when they're playing the lower teams.
1 game a week. If
Madison,
but 1 game a week
as well, and he's key to the way they play.
But because his injury record is with 1 game a week as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leicester are usually in Europe, though, isn't it?
They what?
Leicester are usually
Leicester when obviously with Madison was there, isn't it? So it's played more than one.
But they've done 2 seasons in Europe.
I think it was in Europe last season, wasn't they?
Yeah, you know what? I do think Tottenham have outperformed what I expected of them.
Yeah.
I remember I don't even think I had them in my top 8, which I think was massively wrong. Now, I think they definitely make a claim for top 4 again. I'm not sure about winning the league though, Marley Mark.
Listen, we're almost a quarter way through the Premier League season. If
I ever said that last season, you would have lynched me, bruv.
What's that?
Well, you were always a quarter. Get out.
What? Sorry. Remind me what I said.
That's not even a thing. That's an important,
This guy will do anything to say anything to make sure that he does not give anything.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like life is a gag, innit? Like that's the ultimate gag, brother. Tottenham winning the Premier League before Arsenal.
Why do you put a bet on?
What, that they're going to win it?
What's the odds?
I think the odds are the same with Arsenal winning last season when they won their run.
Right.
Good question.
Don't do that because you believed.
What don't do? What? Tell the truth.
Exactly. I want you to tell the truth.
And we know what happened, didn't it?
Yeah,
yeah, so I think that's what's going to happen with Tottenham, but a lot earlier.
Do you think now that we've beaten
better.
City that we can win the league now?
I think that Tottenham are levels above Brentford. That's what I think. And I think you should apologise to everybody for that.
11-1. Tottenham.
11-1.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But
I think, this is exactly what you needed. This is what you needed last season to galvanise you and say, yeah, bro, we know how to beat them, man. Without Saka as well, bro.
Yeah, I think the win against City makes up for the 2 points that we dropped against one of the draws.
Yes, psychologically, 100%.
Yeah, so I think we need one more big win. I think we need a win at Anfield.
Do you think
and Old Trafford? If we can win at Old Trafford and Anfield, you guys, man.
What do you think about going
to
the
parade, baby?
Etihad Stadium.
They win the league, bruv.
Etihad.
What?
Let's not go back to Arsenal. Like,
this is not even Arsenal. Just winning the league. It just happens to be Arsenal's going to do it.
Do you think you can go Etihad and get a result?
Draw.
Okay, that's it.
Cool. Final game: Chelsea won 4-1 against Burnley. Again, anybody watch the game?
Just highlights.
Yeah, I watched it too.
You know when I say if you watch the game, it could be highlights, it could be anything.
Yeah, I watched it until it was 1-0. When Chelsea started scoring, I was like, fuck this, man. I'm only here for the pain, man.
I think Chelsea's gonna make it into the top 5,
Top 5? Nah.
Based on what?
Because they look like they just need a striker and maybe a centre back. And Cuckoo's coming back.
Yeah, they're hitting a bit of form.
Yeah, and
When you say they're
January.
hitting a bit of form,
What do you mean? How?
They just beat Burnley. Who else what have they done before?
Didn't they win before that as well?
I'm not sure. Who did they play before?
I feel like they've had 2 wins back to back.
Is it 2 back to back? I mean, that's still a bit of form, though, isn't it?
I feel like that's happened. Like I feel like I've seen Chelsea win twice now.
I think we were about to.
Yeah, no, it's definitely twice.
They beat Fulham 2-0, and they beat Burnley 4-1.
And what was Fulham? Was that away from home?
Yeah, away.
That's a bit of form, bruv.
Fulham's a big game, to be fair. Bigger than this one anyway. This weekend.
Yeah, that's their derby, isn't it?
Nah, top five is when you think of the who should be the top 4, and then think of the teams that are coming through as well.
No,
like
but
the
you know,
Aston Villas, the Brightons.
5-4 and 6.
I think Brighton's going to fall out of it.
Yeah.
I think Villa might. I think Villa will have a thing. I still think United's got to say. Newcastle.
I don't think we're getting top 4 this year.
No,
I don't think so.
I think you got to say still.
Yeah.
You think they got it?
No, they got to say. In it.
They got to say, but I don't think they'll get in.
From positions 3 to about 8, there's a period where they all start fucking around.
Yeah.
And especially if the 2 people go on a race. Yeah. And then they all just start messing about with results in it. So that's when Liverpool came back or tried to come back. So
true. And the way
Chelsea
United won this weekend is gone. I feel like that would although like for United fans that's not the way they want to be winning.
That's a turning point.
I just think that's just going to do loads for them, like especially with Scott McTominay scoring as well, being an academy player and stuff like that.
Della, tell him who else thinks that as well.
Oh, Ten Hag.
Ten Hag thinks it's going to be a turning point. I'm not saying it's going to be a turning point, but I just think it does massively for them because you couldn't if he lost that game.
Yeah, the win was important.
Yeah, man. I think United will still. I don't know if you're going to be top 4, but I think you have a say, and I don't think it's unfair to think Chelsea would as well.
No, I don't think that. So Chelsea, if you say they're picking up form.
Yeah, I think so.
So how do you think Arsenal next game is against Chelsea? How do you think that's going to go down?
Luckily, we've kind of beaten that curse that Chelsea used to have over us, like what City had. We've done that a while ago, so I'm quite confident going into the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
Who's at home?
Chelsea.
No,
Stamford Bridge.
That's a blitz still, man. Yeah.
I feel like Arsenal might pump him.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm not that confident that we're. I don't think I'm not that confident that we're going to pump them, but I feel like Chelsea will get up for this game like they did for Liverpool.
I don't think I think they will try to, but I don't think they can because I think the Liverpool at the time is a new team for me. I think you guys have got a bit of solidarity within your team. Everybody knows their roles a lot more. So I think it should be a professional job.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be easy. I do think we should get the win. I hope we get the win as well. That 2-week international break does weird things for football, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true. I'm definitely putting my money on.
What's this international break? But is it
friendly? No, it's a friendly and a qualifier. So England are playing Australia and Italy.
That's crazy. They shouldn't be allowed to take players to Australia, bro.
I don't know if it's home or away. I don't know if it's
at Wembley. It has to be at Wembley, bro.
Yeah, that's too long. Yeah. No, it won't be that far. But why they particularly like was the fact that Saka's injured. He didn't play against City, but he still had to go all the way to I think to the Midlands, to get a fitness test or something like that. And then they ruled him out for the rest.
A fitness test for
not England. Fitness test, but they had to examine him. The England medical team.
Who pays these bills?
That's what I'm saying. That's mad.
No, but England compensate.
Compensate what?
They compensate for time that they take your players away.
What time? My guy needs to be resting. What time? Let him still at home.
It's your international duty, bro. Otherwise, play for Nigeria and you get all the time off you need.
I mean, Curtis Jones might play for Nigeria, you know.
I didn't know it's Nigeria.
Yeah, I think apparently he's got a paternal Nigerian.
You say Ross Barkley, yeah?
Something like that. I can't.
Ross Barkley should declare for him.
He should probably play
for Ireland. He won't get into it.
Yeah.
It's what he plays for Luton now, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think he's injured.
He ain't even played, bro, man.
No, he might be injured.
He played one game, the Chelsea game.
He might be injured because even...
he is.
How is he not getting into that team?
He's injured.
Yeah.
He's injured. What's the Arsenal loanee?
Lukonga.
Lukonga's injured as well.
Lukonga's at Luton.
Yeah.
Swear down is it
He's injured as well, yeah.
How did he...
On loan.
Didn't company call him Zero Arturi or some shit?
Company's a liar because he didn't take it.
Exactly, he didn't take him at Burnley.
Should Nketiah go Crystal Palace?
That would be a brilliant sign.
Yeah,
should he have done that when he had a chance?
Yeah.
In your opinion?
Yeah, 100.
As an Arsenal supporter?
Yeah.
Or are you happy that he's still there as a...
No, he should have gone.
I'm proud for him. I'm proud of him that he's still with us. So I feel like I'm answering it sentimentally. But yeah, Crystal Palace would be a good job for him.
Yeah.
He would be loved there.
Yeah, I was watching that game. I was thinking, bro, there's too much for you to do here. You shouldn't have to do all this work that you need to be doing.
Yeah.
Or you should have a better role somewhere else, a bigger role.
Do you know what I mean? It's like Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
Going to Roma, for instance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But how's he doing at Roma, actually?
But wouldn't you relish the opportunity?
I think he's injured.
Is he injured or just not playing?
I think he's injured because Lukaku's been banging. I think he's like 8, 8 some shit.
Should Lukaku come back to the Prem? No.
No.
Right, cool.
Certain man are saying he's ready in the Prem in the form of a white guy with blonde hair.
Jeez.
That kid from Joey.
No, I never.
I just always assume it's got it's a
But you
Man
know what,
United
though?
gig, bruv. I thought you were talking about Hoyland, bruv.
Yeah,
You're talking about Haaland, bruv.
Yeah, Haaland, yeah. But you know what, though? That's
Haaland, fake Hoyland,
People are
done
starting
now.
to say that.
No,
you know?
I never said he's Lukaku, but what I have realised is that I think he's actually got better link-up play than him.
I told you, man.
No, Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez got better link-up. Like, Haaland's link-up play is bad, and Núñez is bad at link-up. Like, he overcooks passes like 2 yards. But Haaland just like, what were you doing, bro?
It bounces off him and he tries, man.
Bro, I couldn't believe it, bro. I knew that Saliba was gonna have him up, but he didn't even try, bro. Just
And you see that bit when he was running through on goal,
Yeah,
and the Saliba just got there.
Yeah.
And he didn't. He just got up and he moaned at the.
Yeah. The what was it? Somebody put the ball out or something.
I think
Something
someone
weird.
tried to. No, it was Rico Lewis tried to pass.
Oh,
and then
he went through. Remember?
Saliba just.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rico, calm down.
How old is Haaland? Is he 21 or something, right?
He's old enough to know.
Early 20s.
Old enough to know better.
Huh?
Early 20s, I believe.
Early 20s, all right.
Old enough to know
21, 20. No, he's young.
Yeah,
He's a young boy.
No,
Saliba's
no.
20
Our
Saliba's
striker's
23,
looking
I think.
decent, by the way. I know I put Mr. United segment. Your striker's looking all right still.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Yeah, I think he might be better than Ben now. I might have to take that back.
All right, guys, let's not do small talk. Yeah, I think we've done enough today. So let's round off as we usually do and do our back pages. And this is for any new listener. This is where we shine light on any player, manager, team that's done well this weekend. So I'm going to do it. What's the doing finance? LIFO. Last in, first out. So Strives, go for you.
I'm going to give the back pages to Kai Havertz, 2 goal contribution.
It's bad.
What did he do?
Nah, listen,
This is bad.
let's hear him out. Let's hear him out, bro.
The back pages, you know, Kai Havertz gets an assist for the most important fixture of Arsenal's Premier League campaign so far.
This is like you feel bad because you've slagged him off for so many weeks, kind of.
I mean, I feel like if I'm going to slag him off, like when he does something good, I need to, you know, shine some light on it. And, you know, he scored a penalty, so he's got a goal and assist in his last 2 games.
You're making up for past crimes. That's fine.
Form.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad back pages. Like, if I saw that in the back of a newspaper, I'd be like, oh, you know what? You deserve that, mate.
You say numbers lie. Men lie, women lie. So do numbers.
Jerry Gunn.
I think I'll just give it to Saliba for bringing my prophecy to like I said he's gonna pocket man, and man got pocketed.
But
End of.
But do you now understand why some Arsenal fans said if he wasn't injured, then Arsenal had a good chance of winning the league?
No, because I still think there was you lot weren't mentally.
If Saliba doesn't get injured, we won't.
What they did to Zinchenko that day, remember I told you, you won't let me you won't let me push this narrative. All I'm saying is his head didn't get rubbed today. His head didn't get rubbed yesterday, boy.
You know, it's just the way you tried to bring it in last episode. I was like, bro, where are you going with this, man?
Bro,
Sit your ass
used
down.
to be the club mascot, and then Scott Carson kicked him out of the club.
Yeah, no respect. Miles Gunn.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Jude Bellingham. The fierest, the flamiest,
He's
scorching you
doing
in
his,
international soccer.
he's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's moving mad, bruv.
The saga continues.
Bruv, his numbers, bruv, he's getting a goal every game, or assist every single game. It's actually a bit mad, bruv.
How do you feel about that, Joey?
Wait till he has to play 2 games every week.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Instead
you
of
lot
playing
were
1 game a week like Leicester.
That would have been a nightmare, bruv.
I think that would have been crazy.
It was never happening. I don't think.
Nah,
I don't
it
feel
was.
any way about. No, I don't think it was.
Bruv, speaking of nightmares, you know what would have been a nightmare?
Go on.
If he went to United. Where would he be now?
But he's obviously got a good team behind him. He would never go to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not just Liverpool.
I'm being honest, bruv. We don't. Yeah, that's.
Hey, you talk about your club like this.
I'm
I
honest,
think you
bruv.
turned down United as well.
Yeah.
Joe Bellingham.
Joe.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
Joe Bellingham
Shut
went
up,
to
bruv. No, he didn't.
Joe
bruv.
Sunderland.
No, he didn't, bruv. No, he didn't, bruv. Before Twitter puts a marker on us, bruv. This is fake news. But yeah, now we got a second chance with Job. Think about it.
But you know, this is probably either the 3rd or 4th week in a row that Jude Bellingham has made someone's back pages
Yeah,
consistently.
he's a good player, man. Good player.
So for me, I will give it to Olivier Giroud. 1-0 winner. No. AC Milan won 1-0 against Girona, I think it was. Genoa. He came on in the 66th minute. And their goalkeeper, AC Milan's goalkeeper, got a red card. So Giroud ran and goal for, I think, for 2 minutes.
Top save as well.
Made a few saves, and then he made it to the
Roster.
team of the week.
Yeah,
as a goalkeeper.
As a goalkeeper, yeah. AC Milan put him in their roster as a goalkeeper now.
Oh God.
Quality.
Oh, God.
Quality bit.
Their keeper's good as well, man.
Yeah, black guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Is he better than Onana?
Yeah, he's better than Onana. So.
I couldn't say that.
He's a high-rated keeper in Europe.
I've gone back to not believing black people can be
goalkeepers.
Bruv. Yeah, bruv. having been in the position once or twice in Sunday League, I know it's a difficult position for us to play.
Wait till Charlie has this one, bro.
When you was in goal, what was going through your mind? Just like everything else apart from the game.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, because it gets so lonely back there, bruv. Like when the ball comes, you think I gotta do something spectacular.
Oh, he goes. We're up.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, guys, thank you for listening to us this week. As mentioned, you can find us on all major platforms. Please like, subscribe. You can interact with us on social media. That's TikTok, Instagram, and X. Until next week, thank you and goodbye.